What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there in the virtual world? Welcome to another episode of the Backrow Boys. I'm here. My name's Ebby Matthew, as you know. I'm with my other Backrow Boy buddies. We got Chris Matthew on the mic, and we got Toby Matthew on the mic. I guess it's just a
What's
little
up?
Yeah, just a little family
What's up, y'all?
today.
The
Matthew family.
Let's do it, boys. Bloodline.
Man.
Shout out to Stan. We miss you, but we'll keep it going, man.
Yes,
Wait,
sir.
Stan's part of the podcast?
Yeah, he has a contract, but he's taking a day off.
I didn't even notice he was
Man, all
gone.
these damn contracts.
Man, we blowing up, man. We need our money, man.
I know, right? We're trying to get that Aaron Donald contract out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear about his $65 million next 2 seasons, and then
Bruh.
his a
That's insane.
third option of another $30 million, or he can retire.
Dude,
Straight up.
Rams cap is not a real thing with the Rams.
Dude, I don't know. How did the Rams do this? I don't understand.
I don't understand either, man. It's like they just signed Allen Robinson. They got
Yeah.
Odell, who I'm sure he'll sign back for like another year, maybe.
Maybe.
Man, they just like restructure. So I don't know if they're like just fucked in like 10 years or what, but
Exactly.
fucking lucky,
Yeah.
man. So man, they did it right, man.
Rams.
At least they're paying like these Hall of Famers too, you know. So it's like,
Mhm.
man, you know what you're gonna get out of them. But
Right.
can we sign somebody? Cowboys sign somebody, but and we'll go into that a little deeper, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to get all riled up talking about the Cowboys.
Someone's riled up. No, but how's y'all's week doing? Y'all doing good out there?
It's good, man.
Good.
Nothing new. I mean, living, working out. Just
Nice.
just trying to make it to the next day. What
Trying to
about
get
y'all?
that swollenness, right?
You got the gym shark going on, Chris. I see you. There it is.
I have to
Oh, that's
bleep
Jim
this
Sharp?
out though.
We get fined.
I got a little Gymshark. It's more of a Martha t-shirt. It's a free Martha.
MTCD.
MTC.
I'm all about that Pride Month, as y'all can see.
Oh my goodness.
Levi.
Leave it.
And my day's been good, man. We've been chilling, with all the NBA finals is like 3 days apart. But I feel like, man, I have so much time to do like actual like real life shit. So it's been nice.
Dude,
Just
3 days
learning.
thing is so weird.
Yeah, it's just,
Is that the first time they've been doing that?
I think so, because there's no way like you need this much time. I mean, you probably do, but like
Mhm.
as a consumer, man, I just want to see more of those games because they've just been pretty damn good.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
the players are like super well rested. If you
Hell
get-
yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
They're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
just catching these finals, seeing what's happening. But after the finals, man, there's not gonna be much sports going on the rest of the summer, right?
well,
Got
they got
baseball.
MLB, you got baseball.
Yeah, we're gonna cut out that part out.
We'll edit that in
America's
post.
pastime.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been
Yeah,
chilling, man. What have you been up to, Toby?
Man, just chilling, man. I just took a nice old nap. Had to,
Ooh.
had a lot of meetings today. I had to run some errands. Just came back, took a nice nap. It was like real nice. And
Nah, I'm actually not a big nap person.
you're not?
Oh, because
Same, dude.
if I take one, let's say even if it's a 30-minute nap, I'm not sleeping at the end of the night.
So you don't like naps at all?
Yeah, I don't like naps just because I know it's gonna mess with me at the end of the night. So because I don't know what it is, I just can't sleep at night unless taking like 500 milligrams of melatonin maybe.
Well,
But
well, you said-
we'll get into that. We'll get into the depression talk later.
Another day.
Wait, are you timing your naps? Like if you did take a nap, or you just sleeping? You're like doing whatever.
Well, isn't me if I go to sleep at 5, I probably won't wake up till like 10 p.m. That's a nap, right?
That's called a coma.
No, I think that's the problem, man. Because I think that's the problem with my naps. It's just not time. It's not short. It's just whenever I wake up, and I just get fucked for the rest of the day.
Dang, dude.
I mean, think about it like this. What I do is I don't put like a timer because I always have the TV in the background. So that's kind of like my reminder to wake up, or some loud noise will come from the TV where I'm up. So a good 20-minute nap, hey, get you right. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
Yep.
So would you guys, let's say, would you rather, fall asleep and like time just stops? So, you can sleep as long as you want. And like, what time is it right now? 8:10. So you wake up, it'll be 8:10. Or would you rather sleep for 2 hours, but you wake up, you're like fully energized and you're not tired?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
man. If off the top of my head, I think I'm gonna taking the sleeping for 2 hours and not feeling tired, because more hours in the day, right? But also, I guess if you can stop time, then you're also kind of still having a lot of time, right?
Well,
But-
let me throw in like a little segue to this question. Like, so let's just say I do pick the section where, or the answer where I can stop time, right? So as I'm sleeping, am I aging?
Or it's just like a Captain America type shit where it's like
Frozen.
you're still looking fine as fuck, and you know everything else around you is aging.
But y'all remember that movie that we watched?
Pride Month.
Y'all remember the movie we watched it when we were kids? On Disney Channel. It was like he had like a watch that stopped time.
You talking about Power Rangers Time Force?
No, no. There's a movie on Disney where literally he just clicked the time and everything spun around and stopped time.
What is it? It's not Phil the Future, right?
I don't know.
It's a Smart House.
I don't think it's Smart House.
Smart House.
Anyways, it was some random movie like that, and I thought that was kind of cool. But I think
you talking about Click? You talking about Click with Adam Sandler?
Well, I mean, I wasn't talking about Adam Sandler, but yeah, that's kind of
that's one
fast,
too, right?
Yeah, forward and move.
That was sad as hell, though.
That was really sad.
Spoilers.
If you haven't seen Click, everyone's dead in that movie.
You know what? Let's assume we're gonna be aging, right? Can we say that?
I guess so, right?
Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then because if you stop time, that means nobody's aging or everybody's aging, right?
Yeah, because like you can't fully okay, there's everything we do in this life, there's consequences, right? So what if I'm gonna go with the answer that I'm gonna stop time so that let's just say I fall asleep at 8 o'clock. I'll take a 2-hour nap and wake up at 8 o'clock. But the problem is if I keep doing this, I'm gonna look different when I wake back up to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, right? I guess it'll eventually catch up to you. But yeah, I would pick that one too, because I feel like, you save 2 hours, right? Like if you go to sleep at 8:10, you wake up at 8:10, or you stop time and then you're like you sleep for, let's say, 12 hours, you sleep as long as you want, and then you wake up, it's the same time. So to me, it's like you save 2 hours. So that's kind of my approach. But
it'd be only you would be able to stop time and still sleep for less time. Like, if you're gonna stop time, you might as well go sleep for fucking 20 hours. Then.
I just need a good 20-minute nap. But you know what? I got my answer. Your boy is picking stop time. I'm stopping the time. I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go to sleep for 2 hours and never feel tired. If I can never not feel tired, that'd be amazing. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, especially because 2 hours is not that much. You still have 22 hours left.
Yeah. To me, it's like, if I can just not feel tired, man, I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man, that
seems like. Thanks, man. Y'all want some more?
Hey, bring them on through, bro.
Fuck it.
Bring it.
Let me just pull out my handy dandy iPhone.
Dang, you got questions like that, like pulled up?
I didn't plan this. This one's another one with time. So would you rather have the ability to freeze time for 30 seconds once a day, or rewind time 30 seconds once a day? So freeze time for 30 seconds or rewind time 30 seconds once a day.
Okay, let me ask a question to that question. So can I use this 30 seconds any time of the day, or it has to be like right?
Yeah, but only once.
Oh, I'm picking the 30 seconds because that sounds more like, what if something happens?
30 seconds to freeze or to rewind?
Rewind.
Okay.
So I can start over. Like, what if I say, like, I meet someone and I say something really dumb to this person, right? I can rewind 30 seconds and be like, hey, what's up? But like start over again. So
okay, so that's the benefit of rewinding, right? You can like correct any mistakes. But what's the benefit of stop freezing time then?
I was thinking, like, let's say if you're about to get into a car accident, you can freeze for like 30 seconds.
Dude, damn.
I had some time with these questions.
Yeah,
I think I asked all the questions to Amy first. I was like, what would you do?
That is true, because if you freeze time, you can get everybody out of the car.
I mean, 30 seconds? I mean,
30 seconds?
Maybe you can turn the wheel like a different way.
So okay, so then if you rewind time for 30 seconds, dang, that's tough.
Yeah, because for me, I would rewind time because let's just say I go through the first original 30 seconds, I get hit by a car, right? Then I all of a sudden, while I'm still conscious, click 30 seconds back. And then I know not to take that right, just go straight.
So, yeah, that's true.
Well, what if you get in 2 accidents?
Then we get into the concept of whatever, because all with the Marvel multiverse.
What can happen will
happen. What can happen will always continue to somehow happen. But I'm going to still pick 30 seconds behind. So a rewind.
What about you, Toby?
I'm gonna rewind 30 seconds too.
What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that one too. I think that one just makes sense, especially like with the mistakes, right?
Yeah.
If you make a mistake, you can.
Because guys, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I tend to make a lot of mistakes. So I would like to.
Toby needs a couple of rewinds.
Yeah, I need a couple of rewinds in that day.
What if you like rewind and then you fuck up and say the same thing?
Yeah, that could happen.
Dang. Okay. All right. I like So I got two more questions for y'all. So this one's kind of
Okay.
good. So would you rather have $2 million right now or a guaranteed 10,000 a month for the rest of your life? So $2 million right now in your bank or 10,000 each month guaranteed for the rest of your life.
Easy. I already got the answer.
And
But I
fucking
feel-
share it then.
For me, I think I'm gonna go with that 10 bands. That's what the kids are saying. 10 bands.
I think that's what the kids say. Yes.
Yeah, so 10 bands
Bands
every
on
month.
bands.
Bands on bands.
Bands
So,
make them dance.
yeah, so because the other one sounds a little sus. Y'all know what sus means? A little suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
Suspicious.
So no, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go with 10K a month for the rest of my life. Because that makes sense, right? Like,
What if you die in like 5 years?
oh my God.
I was just thinking, I don't know what's gonna happen fucking tomorrow, you know? That's why I would take the 2 million up front, you know, because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I have a lot of enemies and they tend to come after me on a daily basis and stuff.
Guys,
so.
hold on. I'm gonna reverse time 30 seconds to change my answer.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna reverse it back. Or I'm gonna freeze it.
Actually, guys, I'm gonna pick that 2 mil.
But what if you pick the 2 mil and then all your enemies find out and they come and just kill you right there that same day?
Oh man, that's a good dang it.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I don't know if that happens.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
I guess you can pay for security.
Pay for security, put it in the bank, make a will. If someone kills you, you can give the money to me.
Give it to Ziggy.
Ziggy. Ziggy should just start eating that. Ziggy, for the viewers out there, Ziggy's my little dog. He'll just probably eat the money.
Good old Ziggy.
Yeah, I think what would you take, Chris? I think I would take the 2 mil up front. Have you changed yours?
No, I think I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pick the 2 million just because I feel like you get the money right then, so you don't have to worry about like how long you're gonna live, but also like you have the chance to like make investments and stuff. So I can get like some properties, put some money into some Bitcoin, go to Cancun real quick. So I feel like there's some options right there for me. So
Is there?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean you can't go wrong with it. Money's money, right? So
I mean 10,000 still, that's a lot of money.
Hell
That's
yeah.
like extra money probably from what you're making too, right? So
Yeah, exactly. That can just be on the side and see what happens with it. So hey, you know what? I'll come to Cancun too. I'll just blow that first 10.
Put your 10, not mine.
I'm pretty much it. I get another 10 next month.
All right, I got one more question for y'all before we
Sweet.
end this. Would you rather? I think this is my favorite question, so listen in, y'all. Would you rather gain all knowledge from books by merely touching them, or gain any physical skill by merely watching a video of them? So if you touch a book, you learn every knowledge from the book, or if you watch a video, you get all the physical skills from it. I guess.
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, I have a question. Am I capped on the physical ability? Like if I'm 55 and like bad back, if I watch a video of someone dunking, doing a 360 dunk, will I still be able to do that? I will, right?
Good question. I was thinking like if you have injuries, that probably have to be taken into account. But then again, I guess physical skills, maybe you can watch a video and fix that ankle up or something.
Oh dang! So if you watch like like a doctor do some shit, you can do that same thing type deal.
Well, I mean, I guess that's more of the knowledge from books, maybe.
Oh,
but
what if
let's
I
just say
watch?
we're both like health. We're both all have good bodies.
Okay, so let's say what if I watch? Dang, so is me watching like somebody fix a car? Is that like would that be considered like a physical skill?
I think so.
That's technically like what
Stuff like that.
Photographic memory right there.
Yeah,
that stays with you. And so okay, touching a book and watching someone or something do it, that we'll have that for the rest of our lives, right?
Yeah. So touching a book, that's where like whatever the book is, you'll get all that knowledge. So you don't have to read the 300 pages. You just touch it and get
you
that.
Know everything.
And then the physical one is like, let's say if you're watching a video of Steph Curry dribbling for 30 minutes, you'll get that from just watching.
Damn, that would be pretty fucking sick.
All right.
It's tough. That's a tough one, man. I see you saved a good one, real good one for the end there, Chris.
I think I got the answer though. So I'm gonna go with touching a book, and I'll say this. And the reason I say touch a book, have that knowledge for the rest of your life, is because I can go to a library right now and literally just go down the shelf.
That's true.
ding, ding, ding. And then I have all this knowledge where I have to sit down and watch TV for like, like, okay, Steph Curry shoot a three, even though I can already do that. But yeah, I feel like the book thing is a little bit quicker in my opinion. That's just my opinion though.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, so you're going off of like whatever you can do like in a quick amount of time?
Yeah, because remember when we were kids, we watched that movie Meteor Man.
Yeah.
That was one of his powers. He was able to touch a book and like he absorbed it. But the problem for him was he only had 30 seconds or 45 seconds. So I remember, I think he like touched a Bruce Lee book and he learned all of karate.
Oh yeah. Dang, how the hell do you remember that? That's some good shit. Did you touch this movie? No, I love Meteor Man.
Yeah, Meteor. Oh yeah, Chris, if you haven't seen Meteor Man, it's an oldie, but it's a good one.
It's a goodie. It's an oldie, but a goodie.
Sounds like you already spoiled it, but
Oh, and I was gonna get into some late movies, but let me. I need to figure out into this question. Shit, what would you do, Chris?
Man, I guess I would probably pick the books too, just because it's so much more quicker, right? Like if I want to like learn how to dribble, like I mean, I guess I don't know how long I have to watch that, right? But I guess I have to watch like every move, so that can take like 20-30 minutes. But if it's like, oh, like just to learn how to do surgery, if I just touch the book, I learn it. Like that's seems like time efficient to me.
That would and shit, maybe long term that could probably be even a little bit better too, right?
Yeah,
damn,
I think so.
That's some good ones right there.
But the physical thing is still crazy, like you watch LeBron dunk and you start dunking,
fucking dunk,
man, that'd be wild.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take the books. I'm gonna give my mind some healthy reading and some good knowledge there.
Get some knowledge.
Yeah,
we all go to the Rowlett Library.
Yeah, they got shit there either. So
like, we just walk in, the librarian's like, "What kind of books you need?" I'm like, "I'm gonna need all of them." I just want
all your damn books.
Give me all the books. Man, that was good, man. I like that little would you rather.
Fantastic.
What is it called? Would you rather questions?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty dope. I like it.
I'll bring some more next time.
Okay, all right.
I'm scared.
Man. Man, hey, we should ask the viewers, hit us up on IG what kind of would you rather they want us to answer. So
I'm sure they got some good ones.
Yeah. That's a good one actually. Yeah. Hey, for people listening out there, go to us and shoot us or slide us in our slide in our DMs.
Oh, I got the hey, don't worry, I'll teach you a little bit. It's called sliding into the DMs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry. Man. Well, I mean, to shout out to the viewers, thank you again for watching, subscribing, continue to subscribe, tell your friends, tell your families about our channel. We just love doing this stuff. We love chit-chatting. I don't know if a lot of people know, and maybe most of our viewers know this, but me, Toby, and Chris, we're actually family. So me and Toby are brothers, and Chris is my son. And
hi, Daddy.
Hey, I'm kidding. Chris is mine and Toby's first cousin, or we're Chris's first cousin, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, obviously we've hung out and grown up with each other our entire lives. So we had a fun experience growing up, right? Like we kind of like did everything. We went swimming, soccer, basketball. We went to the rec center. We even went to the library all the time. So
yeah, good old summer reading clubs.
Remember we used to take our Yu-Gi-Oh cards and then go and put in the copy machine and then print some new ones.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
50 blue eyes, white dragons.
Is that what you get beating me?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn it.
Oh man, those are the times.
Oh yeah, we grew up in an interesting time too. Especially being three Indians, growing up within the schools. Always being the minority, just like, especially like whenever I would see another Indian person, I would get kind of excited too. I'd be like, oh shit, like someone that kind of looks like me, and just kind of like not even being exposed to that a lot growing up, especially all of us. I know like the school districts that we all went to, it wasn't very like common, right? To see like a bunch of Indians there. And then I'm pretty sure all three of us, everybody listening, we've all, had the question, hey, what are you? And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, damn it.
Yeah. But it's like,
exactly.
Man, it really is just people in like, and you can't even blame them, right? We're all just young, naive kids growing up. They're just not used to seeing anybody, of any color or of any race. So hearing the questions like that was definitely, pretty interesting. But what about y'all? Y'all like,
look, Chris, let me ask you a question. Well? So you went to Lakeview High School, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, was there a lot of Indian people that you went to school with, or people that look like you?
No, not that many. Maybe like 30 people. So not a lot, but I mean, kind of like what Toby was saying, or like you get that question, and then even I feel like for me, like growing up too, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I didn't want to be Indian, because it's like
Mhm.
you carry that stigma of like the Indian smell and like
Yeah.
like you're ugly and whatever, like just all the bad stigma, and then you had
Oh my
9/11
God,
too,
I'm
right?
really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have like all that stigma. So for me, like I feel like I tried to fit in and like kind of forget about my culture as much.
Oh,
So I don't know about y'all.
100%. 100%.
No, I
I'm
mean, I
with you on
agree.
that one.
Yeah, because I mean, for me, my experience. So I went to Saxe High School. Shout out to the
Shout out.
Mustangs.
Shout out Mustang.
Shout out Mustangs. But yeah. So when I went to high school, like honestly, like for me, like I never like obviously I had every type of like friend, like every race, like every religion. Like I never. But for me, I never really like looked at it in a certain way. I'm just like, oh, we're just friends, and we play because every morning before class started, we'd meet in the cafeteria or in the gym and we'd always play cards together, right? And so play a little 13, get a
Shout out
couple games,
13.
then go to class. But like, I mean, I think I was cool with everybody. I never tried to like, start any problems with anybody, or no one really started any problems with me. And I was just cool with everybody. And so I had fun in high school. I mean, there's a lot of things in high school I experienced that I think today's kids, have a different experience about it. Because for
For
me, to
sure.
answer that question of, did I go to school with other Indians? I probably had like two other Indians, it was total three with me and two of my other friends. And so, I mean,
And
everyone knew
Toby.
us. Yeah, everyone knew us as like, oh, hey, it's those Indian guys. But we never thought of it as anything crazy or whatever. We just like, oh, cool. What's up? What's up? Brandon. What's up? What's up, Justin? I don't know. For me, it's like I just kind of when I, with everything that's going on or what happened a couple weeks ago in Uvalde, Texas, like, it made me think about a lot of things, like how my experience was in like middle school and high school and stuff like that. And just it breaks my heart, man. Like it's tough to even like, send our kids to like school and have these different thoughts. Cause I don't think, I mean, Chris, I don't know how, I don't think your parents were either, but I don't think our parents ever worried about like, oh, something's going to happen at school of all places,
Yeah, I feel like you don't think about that, like you're not prepared for what could happen. You're I feel like our parents are thinking like, oh, we send our kids to school, we can go to work and like, we can rest while they're
Mhm.
at school, right? But then now I feel like parents have to think about like, oh, like it's like you're always just going to be anxious, right? And that's tough. Like it makes you really think about like, do you want to have kids and put them in this world? And
Mhm.
school shooting is like another thing you have to worry about. Like that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so heartbreaking, especially like even the shootings after the Uvalde one, but it's like, but man, like seeing these kids that these young children have like so many like potential coming up for them, and then just like somebody who just like with an evil heart just come up and just like murder 19 children, and it's just like so heartbreaking. Now it's like you gotta like go into like you putting in money in whatever neighborhood you go into. Like you can't just worry about like trying to buy a house. You gotta figure out, oh, what school district is this in?
Yeah.
And then like
Mhm.
and think about it, like especially in the next 5 years, like what is like under like those housing listings they have like the school district, right? But like is mass shootings, is like any type of crime, is that going to be also under like the school, like
Mhm.
children, all that stuff, such in danger? And it's just like so scary, and it's just like, what are you supposed to do? Because just like you're saying, Chris, like as parents, like you expect your kids to be safe and protected, but man, it's just some crazy shit out there, and it's like you don't know,
Yeah.
like you don't, it's hard to figure out what the right decision is.
For
Yeah,
sure. And
exactly.
I feel like the other part
Exactly.
too is like, like thinking about the parent side, that's obviously tough. But even like, like for us as kids, we didn't worry about like, I just go to school, I'm just trying to, make friends, play
Mhm.
basketball in
Yeah.
PE. But these kids now, like when they go, they have to, it's probably in their brain where it's like, oh, like I got to be careful. Like, if someone walks in like suspiciously, like they're probably going to get like anxious, right? Like it's a
Right.
whole different ball game, I feel like.
No, that's a great point, Chris. Because like for me, like, man, I remember when we came back from school, from middle school and high school, dude. First thing I did, drop my bag, put on my basketball shorts, and just run outside to the nearest court, play with my friends for like 4 or 5 hours. And then like, I mean, dude, it'd be like pitch black outside. My parents don't care. Like they're, he'll be back home, no worries in the world. And then I come home, do homework, go to bed, and then do it all over again, right? And so I mean, times are different, bro. I mean, like, I remember, dude, I used to walk from school all the time. There was times
Mm-hmm.
where, I told my parents, "Don't pick me up. I'll do it. I'll just walk because I don't need parents to pick up." And this is
Yeah.
before bus transportation, all that stuff, right? So I just walk it with my friends, and it's one of those things that you don't. Now it's like it's rare to see like kids like really. I mean, and maybe it's just in my neighborhood, but we don't really see too many kids like walking around, by themselves after school or before school. But I mean, it's a weird situation. But like, Chris, I wanted to ask you, like, how was your high school experience? Like, did you like, because I know we never had like mass shooting drills or, things like that. We had fire drills, but that's about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
No, I mean, I don't remember any school shooting stuff or any kind of drills for that. Like you mentioned, like fire drills are definitely there. But besides that, yeah, everything was nothing super crucial about that stuff. One thing going to Lakeview, like we didn't have like a lot of windows and stuff because Lakeview, I don't know if the viewers know or if you guys remember, but it was known as Suicide High back in the day. So like there wasn't any windows mostly, and even in the bathrooms, those were taken away, right? But so that's kind of things I remember, but still, I never even thought about like mass shootings and stuff, and was that similar for y'all too, or?
yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
no, on yeah, like you said, like I don't remember like even having the worry of like a school shooting and everything. And now it's like you see on the news and stuff, it's like these kids are practicing like lockdowns for like if an active shooter does come on site or on campus. And it's like, dang, like why they have to actually practice to like hide and cover and like just I'm praying that these active shooters don't come after them or and like target them. So I mean, it's just scary and it's kind of sad. But yeah, no, my high school, none of that was an issue. And then even going back to like elementary school days, I would ride my mongoose to class some mornings, and it was just nice. And it was like you didn't have that worry in your head. It's like, is anything gonna happen? But no, it's fucking crazy. Like the things that you're seeing come about in the world now.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you worried about is someone stealing that mongoose.
Yeah, well, I think I stole that mongoose, but
What? You
that's
stole
neither
it?
here nor there. So let's just move on.
Oh my God, you were the bully in high school, huh?
We found him.
We found him. Get him, boys.
No,
No,
don't.
but no, it's true, man. I mean, shout out to all the teachers out there on the front line. I know
Yeah,
we have a
man.
lot of family members in our own family that are teachers, so shout out to them and in our community. So I mean, that's just one of those situations. Like their teachers are getting trained. They're brave and courageous and to deal with all these things. And I mean, I talked to one of my cousins, and she was telling me too, like sometimes you just gotta, like they teach you all these things. And she was telling me, like, if something were to happen at their school, like she would have to for sure protect her kids in that classroom. And I mean, such an admirable job, such an honorable job to even like step in front of kids that I mean, the teachers definitely know these
Yeah.
kids, but it's like still they're not family. They're two different people, but they're
Hmm.
willing to sacrifice their lives. So I mean, big shout out to that. And I mean, dude, all things that happen, we definitely need to do something in this country to help with the even in more intense background checks and all these other things. And obviously we're not trying to get political or anything like that, but
Hmm.
like I don't even know the answers.
Yeah.
I have no clue what to do. So
Yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
Like no, you're good. Like I'm sure, like even like parents nowadays, and future parents, they're thinking like, man, like how can you protect schools more, right? So like like
Yeah.
you said, we're not even to get any political or anything, but it's like, what is the right answer? You know what I mean? And it's just like you see all these things happening year after year. It's like you see how the U.S. is just like dominant in like the amount of like mass shootings that happen, but also like that also like that number could be a little swayed too, with like people are considering like suicide as also like gunshot deaths, all that stuff. So yeah, people could talk about the numbers and all that, but like at the end of the day, like kids are still dying. And then like something, whether it is changing laws, like whether it's like trying to protect your schools a little bit more, it's just like I don't know if anybody has the right answer, or like, but we all agree like something has to happen, some change has to come about. Like we can't like just like keep saying condolences, like have these moment of
Mhm.
silences. And I'm sure y'all
Mhm.
saw the Steve Kerr press
Yeah.
conferences
Mhm.
before the Mavs game. I think the game 4 game, and I thought that was pretty powerful too. So I don't know. It's just crazy,
Mhm.
but like I think we all can agree like some kind of change has to come about.
No, for
For
sure,
sure.
bro. I mean, like, think about it, like with our parents, all three of our parents, like, it's like one of those things, like they just wanted us to go to school, get some good grades, get out, go to college. So it was like
Yeah.
it was ingrained in our DNA. And I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like when we came home, it was just like such a different world, just like 15, 20 years ago. I don't want to say my
Yeah.
age exactly, but
And I was gonna say too, like I don't know about. I feel like y'all's parents are definitely more chill, but my parents, like especially like my sister, her name's Chrissy. We grew up like Garland, Mesquite area, right?
Mhm.
And man, my dad was so strict. Like he would
Yeah.
like Chrissy, if she wanted to go sleep over somewhere, if she's going to go hang out somewhere, like he would not let her go. Or if she was going somewhere, she had to come back at like if the event started at 5 p.m., she had to be back at like 5:15 kind of thing. It was like crazy, like his like
Yeah.
strictness, But besides, that's a whole different conversation. But I guess or why I'm bringing that up too is like the reason why he was probably so strict is because he's probably thinking about, like, I mean, not school shootings, but just like other stuff, right? Like kidnapping, or like, getting like theft, or, something bad happening, or her being in a bad situation, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the stuff that our parents had to worry about back then. But like, man, I can't imagine what parents nowadays have to worry about, because it's like
Mhm.
No,
that plus other things, Like, have you
yeah.
guys thought
Yeah.
about that?
No, I mean, Chris, that's a great point, because think about it, like for us when we were younger, like the most coolest thing to do was, hanging out with our church group, like doing volunteer events, playing sports, or just even literally going to church just to hang out with our friends, and
Yeah.
like, for us guys, like, especially, for all the viewers out there, that don't know much about the Indian community, like, there's different rules for men and women. When we were younger, I don't know if it's changed, and maybe it's laxed a little bit, maybe it's even worse, I don't know. But like, I remember when we were younger, like, I mean, a lot of our, like, for example, our girl sister cousins, our friends, like, they had different rules than, us. Like, because even my wife, like, she was telling me stories, like, she would come home and she was, she played tennis for the high school, and, she would go to practice with her dad. And then right afterwards, she would just be in her room doing homework. And, they'll pray together and then go straight to bed. And so it's like, she was never able to get out. And that's like the similar story for a lot of people. And so like, for I don't know, maybe it's the same situation for a lot of people today, but you're right, Chris. I mean, it's such a scary world out there. There's so much evil out there, and I think we're just trying to make it better, So
No, dude, especially the double standard type deal. Like, I'm sure it's frustrating for, especially like, being a girl growing up. Like, me and Ebby, like, we were able to kind of just chill, kind of do whatever. Like, we were like in and out of the house. So like when I was like 14, 15, and then just like it was so easy. Like, you didn't have to worry about too much. And then like, yeah, so it was nice. So it's just like, and I feel like, but it did kind of help like individually kind of grow up a little bit, also like because you're not also like super sheltered in, which I'm sure like a lot of like brown people like us like it can be, like especially with like how strict a person's like parents can be. So just like being able to kind of like just like kind of venture out a little bit. I think for me personally, like it did help me to kind of like just like figure out like how to talk to people, like especially like be engaged in like church events back in the day, like so with it was just fundraisers, like Bible studies, or just like like sports tournaments, like practices, like what anything like church related. So like having that kind of freedom definitely like felt like it was more mind opening, and just like it was just nice, it was cool. And then it's like, but also you do also have the other end of the spectrum where like a lot of these kids are sheltered in, like they can't really like you're saying, Chris, like you can't, like some people can't even get out of the house for 15 minutes without their parents just like dragging them back in. So like any stuff like, so that stuff like that's kind of crazy. So just like super thankful to be able to kind of just venture out a little bit, hang out like different groups of people, and
Mhm.
other things like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of pros to it too. And I feel like our parents definitely got lucky, because I feel like we didn't. I mean, obviously, in college we partied and we had our phase with that, but we weren't like
I was a
crazy.
strong believer in the Christian.
Toby was the first one there.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like, even with that freedom, like we didn't abuse it, and I think that's like the
Mhm.
good thing too. Like, because I feel like when you shelter kids sometimes too much, like there's that other side of it, right? Where they're like, once they finally get the freedom, they're like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking do all this shit at once,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it just gets bad, right? So I think that's kind of a unique thing too,
Yeah.
and kind of
Like
crazy, like
kind of, so
how
how do
we
you kind
didn't
of
do
feel
that.
find that balance too, right? So it's just like, I guess,
Yeah.
which I'm saying, like you said, like every parent has like a certain way of thinking, right? Like none of it's like worse. At the end of the day, all the parents just want the best for their kids, but like you
Mhm.
kind of have to like you do, you can't you can't shelter them too much, but also like I guess you kind of had to hold in the reins as well. So I don't know. Y'all tell me, like, what do y'all think is like the fine balance of that?
No, I mean, that's actually a great question, because for me, I mean, before I was 16, before I got my license, I was at home catching the bus to school, like just walking around. But like the moment I got my license, I literally just went and just left the house and take the car. And I mean, and I'll be honest, there were a few times where I didn't even ask my parents. I just left because I just wanted to get out of the house. And I mean, I think one thing is like it was a phase, right? Just to get out of that, phase, then obviously go to college and you make those choices there. But it's like, I think it's like all a mentality. Like once you like finally like, get over that stuff, like you just don't care. And Chris, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's like it's like caging up an animal. Like if you cage it up for so long, it just gets so angry and riled up, and it just, the moment that door opens, it's gonna like bust it open, right? And so I think we, like, yeah, we never really abused it to a point, but I think, I mean, and to all the viewers who are parents, and I'm not a parent, but I think, in the future, if something, whatever is supposed to happen, but like I would always want to just, I think it's all about trust, right? Like you try, but it's not, I mean, it's not saying like you're gonna be best friends with your kids, but sometimes when they get to a certain age and they go off to college and they're at a certain adult age, like you just gotta trust that they're gonna be okay. And yeah, everyone makes mistakes, but just kind of hope you learn from it. I mean, that's what all three of us did. We made tons of mistakes, and we're still making mistakes, but it's like you learn from it, you grow from it, you keep pushing forward, So
For sure. Yeah, because I feel like even with my parents, especially like with my dad, like I don't have like the best relationship with my dad. Like I feel like we're not like, I'm not gonna like shoot the shit with my dad, and be like, hey, like you like we won't even talk about like the basketball game. It's more like, hey, what'd you eat? Like what'd you do? Like that's kind of our conversation.
Mm.
But I still feel like I, respect him, I love him, and he's helped me be like I still feel like I'm a good enough human. But like I guess there's like the
You're a
other
great
part of it.
person, Chris. You're great.
Oh, thanks, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like there's that part of it too, and like I still feel like I turned out okay. So it's like it's hard to find that balance, right? Because it's like my dad could have been different in a way, and like maybe I would end up different. It's just no one knows like how circumstances and stuff impact you, right? Like
Mhm.
how your school is, how your friends are, like how your church is and stuff. So
Yeah. Well, so I want to get y'all's thoughts on this then. It's also like, so obviously as like, we're not parents or anything like that, but parents, they raise you enough. And like, I think all three of us can attest to this. Like we like when we did have that freedom, especially in college, we didn't really abuse it too much. Right. So what do you guys think? Was it mainly like how we were like raised, or was it like things that you were learned from your parents, or was it just like, or did something like along the way, you learned along like you should do this over certain things? Like, how did you guys find right and wrong? Was it mainly from the parents' upbringing, being in the indie community, being in the church, or like what are y'all's thoughts on that?
For me, I always tell people that I think a village raised me. So like, I guess to answer your question, Toby, like I got, parents, cousins, older friends from church, older people from school, like even my own age friends too. Like, so a lot of it's like, you learn from people, you ask, questions. And to all the young people listening out there, all the viewers, like just ask questions. If you ever have a question
For
about
sure.
anything, like change a tire or how to, shoot a three, you can come talk to me on that one. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's always smart to ask questions, because the one thing like someone told me, I was like, hey, there's no such thing as like, a dumb question or stupid question. Just ask the question. So at least you have the answer for it or whatever. And so that was my approach for it. And like, I feel like, I mean, obviously I had to make a lot of mistakes to kind of figure out also right and wrong, because
Yeah.
I think all of us know what right and wrong is, but sometimes we just like, you know what, screw it. We're just going to go this way, for a little bit and see what happens, whatever. And then you come around. I always believe like, most people, I mean, hopefully, like, I guess I can only speak for myself, is that, I try to be better every day, just like the Kobe, the Mamba mentality, try to be better every day.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
No, that's a great question, Toby. And I think one thing that Ebby said too, like that's definitely something that I try to take heart to, like asking people questions. Like I'm sure y'all remember, like when we were younger, we used to hang out with our one of the older guys from our church. His name's Tony Simon, Subin, and Denny. Like these are the guys that kind of grew up with us, and they really like took us in. And I remember if I had any car ride with any of them, like I'm sure if they were probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? But like I asked them like all these questions about life, and I feel like I just learned so much from them, because why like reinvent the wheel when they kind of already been through it, right? So that's kind of my philosophy even to this day, like just learning from others. And my one thing I wish this next generation would do is kind of follow that. No offense, but I feel like this generation definitely doesn't want to listen to people sometimes, but that's a whole different topic maybe.
Yeah,
sometimes
kids are stuck on their phones.
Yeah, they know everything. But now I would say for me, growing up, I think it was I would say mostly my parents, because I feel like they instilled this like fear in me where it's like, don't fuck up, because if you fuck up, I'm gonna come and whoop your ass, and then the police is gonna come and whoop your ass, and then probably your uncles and aunts who pick you up or have to come take care of you might whoop your ass. So I feel like I always had this fear of like, shit, if I do this, what's the consequences of that, right? So that's kind of how I feel. Like I was always kind of anxious with making decisions or getting into certain things. But what about you, Toby? What was kind of your?
Yeah, I think going back to like both of you guys kind of nailed it for me. Like the combination of like being raised by a village and also like having like I'll use the word mentorship, like especially having like mentors to kind of like guide you along the way. Like, and I think like, dude, it's so key to ask questions because I still remember, Chris. I don't know if you remember this, but it was you, me, Denny, and Tony. We were just coming back from 24. We just got done hooping, and I think this was like the week before we were going to our freshman year of UNT. And then it was so cool because like Tony and Denny, they were just so open about everything in terms of like, you guys are gonna run into like partying people. Especially like because especially them being older in the Indian community, like a lot of things don't change, right? Like you're saying, like the wheel's going to be spinning. Like you're going to have your Indians who are in these frats. You're going to have these Indians who are like part of like in a varsity, and it's going to be like, and then like I still remember them telling like, yeah, go and go party, like go be involved in these different groups, like go adventure out. Like this is your time to kind of explore, but also just like keep learning along the process, right? And then like even like going back to like the parents' style was like, our dad, mine's and his dad, he was more of like a tough love type of guy. And he was just like, and I feel like he would always kind of like mention like, you can do this, but like also like what happens if you can mess this up, like just learn from it type of deal. Like, and also like, so I feel like the combination of just like being raised by a village was like, I think like the perfect way to kind of say it. Just like, because like I said, just ask questions. Like, especially like going to college, you don't know what the hell is going to be happening, right? You don't know who you're going to be in college, because I'm sure for all of us, how we were at 18 to 24 to 25 to all of us who are like approaching 30 and above 30, like both of y'all are married. And it's just like, man, like the growth you see in yourself, like is just a blessing and a testament to like the people around you that did raise you, and like people that just kind of instill like that, the IQ, and like trying to teach you as much as possible, for sure.
No, that's perfect. Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy how much you grow, right? Like this is like so stupid, but I remember when I was like getting out of college, like I was writing like some shit emails. Like, I was trying to email like some of like my coworkers or people that I was trying, whatever I was sending emails for, right? And it was so bad, but now I look at it like, man, my emails are so much better. It's just crazy how like with time and like learning from people, like how like even just those little skills, like how you improve in that, right? So I think it's really asking those questions and learning from your mentors. So
yeah, damn, that's crazy that you talk about emails, because like, jeez, I'm remembering my first email too. I was writing in like a text message, and like I still remember my first job at like an actual like adult job at a company. I think I was like writing like weekend, like WKND, and say like, hey, what up, like all this stuff. And then like I remember like even going back to the mentor, like because I remember like an older like senior level was on one of these emails, and he like Skyped me and goes, hey, I know you're new to all this, but it's just like you can't be writing emails like that. And I still remember to this day, like me, like it wasn't even being called out. It's just like, and also you got to be able to learn and like take criticism, right? Like just because somebody kind of corrects you doesn't mean someone's trying to like diss you or like harm you. And I feel like maybe like maybe it depends on the person as well. Maybe it's a generation thing, but like if you people who can't take criticism, or like people who aren't getting critiqued, they think, oh man, this person's shitting on me, this person's a fucking hater. And when in reality it's just like, man, change that mindset. Just like, and change it to where it's like, oh, this person's actually trying to help me out better myself, not just the next email, but the next fucking 100 emails that comes along the way. So dude, man, Chris, you saying that just put me down the rabbit hole of like so many like memories, and even going back to like how you growing up and learning different skill sets, like you learn so much.
No, it's true. Like, and that's like a good thing to tell the viewers too. It's just like, for all the young people listening, like, just like I said, ask the questions, but take the criticism, take the answers that you get, because at the end of the day, it's your choice on if you want to hear it or if you want to, because it's like pretty much like a toolbox. All this advice, all this content that you're getting from people, put it in your toolbox. And then when the right time comes, just pull it out. Those are the things that will carry forward with you. Like there's like what Toby and Chris just said, like what y'all said, like, I still have things in my head that I learned at a young age at 23, and at 31, I'm still doing the same thing because I learned from these guys, I learned from these mentors. And yeah, I mean, I would also advise, if y'all people out there who don't have mentors, go find a mentor. Like,
Absolutely.
because I mean, we can all learn from each other. No one, in my opinion, no one is better. Doesn't matter if you have 40 years in corporate America or if you have 4 minutes in corporate America. Like, I mean, I mean, we can all learn from each other and we can all grow and be better in this whole thing, especially like, when we go back to the whole like shooting situation, like, we don't know. I mean, like us three, we've talked about this, outside of recording. We talked about in text message in our group chat. I mean, we don't know what to do, but we definitely, I think we can all agree that change has to be made. We all have to do something about it. And, I mean, we're all in this country together. Let's try to figure out this thing together.
No, dude, I definitely agree with that. I think like it's funny too, like even with you guys, like some like at work, like I remember one time there was something I had to do with Excel and I like messaged Toby because I know Toby's like with accounting, like he's probably in Excel all day, and I like messaged him like something random and like he was able to help me like figure it out, or like Ebby, like if I need something with like connecting with like, hey, like what's like a good place in Dallas to do this, or like what's like something, like with homes and stuff, right? Like I can hit you up. So I think like you were saying, like it doesn't matter like who, like what their seniority or experience is, it's like you can learn from anyone, and it's, to me, it's like, why like me waste time trying to figure it out when someone already knows it and I can just learn from them, right? But no, I think that's just some good wisdom here, yo.
Hey, we're just dropping them gems, like these kids say, right? The stones, there's gems or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't think that's the saying at all, but
okay. Yeah, I think gems is very old, actually.
sorry. Is it gemstones or stone gems? Infinity stones? I don't know.
Don't worry, we're gonna be cutting these out.
This is not gonna be in the podcast.
Hey, guys.
Infinity stones.
Man, what a great conversation. So to all the viewers out there, we're actually starting a new segment. It's gonna be called Free Shout Outs. So basically what it is that, when obviously we're going to start it today, but when Stan comes back next week, we're going to, kick it up in high gear as well. So pretty much what it is, we all go around, we give a free shout out to someone, something, some phrase or something that we're thinking about. We just want to give a free shout out to that thing, person, place, or whatever it is. Right. And and the viewers out there, the listeners, the subscribers, you guys want to get that free shout out, message any one of us on our personal Instagram pages or email us at backrowboys.com or whatever, at Gmail, whatever it is, let us know. But, I'll throw it out to Toby. Let's hear your free shout out for the week.
I appreciate that. And I think the segment's gonna be pretty cool, especially with like throughout the week, like random shit just comes about, right? So I have a little story with that too. Things are just so like second nature sometimes, right? You kind of go in like muscle memory motion. So I'm on the way to the store, right? And then I first went to the gym, then I go to the store. Man, I go through the whole Tom Thumb. I'm getting all my groceries. I'm talking about like everything is fully loaded, everything ready to go. I'm like, all right, I'm about to have a good week. I'm about to meal prep and all this stuff. I get to the checkout line. It's pretty packed this day too. So I'm waiting probably like. I'm waiting in front of like behind two people. I go check out these nice people. They bagged all my food for me. Dude, I don't have my fucking wallet.
Oh,
and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, dude, I don't know if it's in my car. I don't know if I left it at home. And then it's just like, but hey, I gotta give a shout out to fucking Apple Pay.
Oh,
man,
let's get
that thing fucking
let's
came
go,
in
Apple
clutch,
Pay.
dude. And then I'm like, oh, no, my wallet. And for like a quick like half a second, like your heart drops, everything drops. I'm just like, damn, I don't have my wallet. And then like I think I was really freaking out. And I think the cashier was like, do you have Apple Pay, sir? I go, yes, I fucking do. So I pulled it out, and then like, you guys know I'm not really good with technology stuff. And I think so. He's like helping me trying to like do all this, and then like I had to use my face to unlock the damn card. But dude, I slid that thing right there on the little reader thing. Boom, checked out. I'm out. I'm out of there. I'm like, I don't need my fucking wallet, man. So shout out to Apple Pay, man.
There you go. That's a good one.
That's a good shout out, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, what you got?
Yeah, dude. No, I was thinking about it, and what I want to give a shout out to is like, I'm sure you guys have been to Chipotle, and
oh yeah,
I don't know what protein you guys get, or maybe you guys are vegan, I don't know, but
we're not.
For me, sorry, but I love me some chicken. I think their chicken is so good, and
yes, sir.
Some people are so fucking stingy with that shit. Like they give you like half a spoon of it. But I really want to give a shout out to the Rowlett Chipotle, man. Those people, that spoon is fucking full, and sometimes they do an extra spoon, bro.
Nice.
I'm like, man, they know I went to the gym and I'm trying to get my gains, so I gotta give them a shout out, man. They're busy as hell. They have so many people in line, but they're like, hey, I'm gonna give this guy some chicken. Give him a lot of chicken. So
there you go. Shout out.
Man, that's some good ones right there. Well, I guess it's my turn. And for me this week, as the first shout out, as the first Backrow Boys shout out, I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Luka Doncic. Oh, surprising, huh?
You know Luka Doncic?
Luka.
I knew Luka. No, but hey, shout out to Luka. I mean, if you're listening to this, the boy worked hard for us in the Western Conference. Obviously, we didn't make it to finals, but it's okay. We got a lot of potential, a lot of good stuff. So shout out to the Dallas Mavs. I've been a fan my entire life, and I know most of the viewers here are, probably Dallas Mavs fan, but maybe a few are not. But shout out to Luka. I know he's gonna get better. He's gonna get stronger. We're gonna add some more pieces. I think they're what they're talking about with Dragic, right? They're trying to add him.
I think they're gonna make some moves, man, and I think maybe
something's gonna happen.
Yeah, episode 9, be on the lookout. We're gonna have a good segment of like what the Mavs should be doing, what they'll be getting into, what possible trades, and any free agent signings, what our cap will look like. So episode 9, look out for that. But yeah,
yes, sir. All right, well. Again,
damn, shout out to Luka. We gotta clip that and post that shit, dude.
Shout out to Luka.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luka, my boys. But hey, to all the viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Backrow Boys. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, whatever you need to do to contact us. Follow, subscribe, tell your friends and family. And another quick announcement: we're actually doing a collaboration pretty soon with. Should I announce the collaboration or should I just? What do you think?
I'm down if y'all want to.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Hey, breaking news right here by Eddie Matt.
Breaking news.
Yeah, so we're doing a collaboration with the one and only Sam Sudgy. He's a up and coming chef, Instagram chef, whatever.
Yes, sir. He's got some good content, and
it looks good, man.
Hey, we'll put his IG right here at the bottom. I don't know where this video will come up, but he'll be in the description below. Stan, put it in the description bottom. Say at Sam Souls. We'll put his IG title. Is it IG title? What's it called?
IG tag or
IG tag. I don't know what you kids call it, but we'll link him down below. Check him out, and get yourself a little free previews of what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So stay tuned, guys. And again, thanks for checking us out. And it's always a good day to talk to a friend.